Welcome, folks and children. My name is Detective Jay, representing the Art Gallery of Alberta. Today, we'll be solving an infamous Halloween mystery, the case of the disappearing man. Over 100 years ago, the famous Canadian artist Thompson mysteriously disappeared. But with your help, we'll finally unravel this unsolved mystery. Before we look for clues, we need to understand the group Thompson's name will forever be linked to. We need to understand the group of seven. Though members of the group had been working together as early as 1913, the group of seven wasn't officially formed until 1920, after World War I. Primarily city dwellers, their subject matter was inspired by nature trips in northern Ontario, specifically Algonquin Park and Lake Superior. Their legacy reflected the spirit of the land they lived in and helped form a Canadian art identity. Our first stop is none other than the victim of our case, the legendary Thompson. Born in 1877, Thompson was known to be an independent thinker and a self-taught artist. Though he's widely known as the most famous of the group of seven, the group wasn't even officially formed until 3 years after his mysterious disappearance. Who could have benefited most from his disappearance, I wonder? Our first suspect is none other than Franklin Carmichael. Known for being the youngest member of the group, his use of watercolors really set him apart from his peers. It's been said that he was the social outcast of the group, likely due to his age and coming from a small town. During the winter of 1914, Carmichael shared a studio space with Thompson. Based on our evidence, they likely became good friends from this time together. Carmichael might have even viewed him as an older brother, being the first member to truly accept him. How do you think Carmichael felt learning Thompson was expecting his first child? Might fatherhood take away from the time as brothers? What else might be his motive to have Thompson disappear? I wonder. The next suspect, Lauren Harris, is widely seen as the visionary of the group. Born into a wealthy family, he was able to dedicate his life to his art at an early age. He used his art to express his spiritual views and to represent the world as he saw it. Harris used his wealth to fund the group and even paid for their first studio. He's often seen as the leader and the visionary of the group of seven. Might he have been pushing his own agendas through the group? Maybe Thompson's fame and free-spirited nature didn't fall in line with Harris's vision. Maybe, just maybe, things would have been easier with Thompson out of the way. I wonder. Our next suspect, F.H. Varley, was one of the founding members of the group. Unlike most of the other members, Varley was born in Europe and immigrated to Toronto in 1912 to work as a commercial artist. Much opposite to Thompson, he was seen as the classic starving artist, formally trained in all. His interest in figure and his art set him apart from the rest of the group. Could Varley have been arrogant based on his formal art history? Could he have been jealous of Thompson's fame and felt he deserved to be the famous one? Jealousy just might be the motivation for Thompson's disappearance. What do you think?
Great.
Our final suspect is none other than the legendary Emily Carr. Based in British Columbia, this eccentric artist's career has taken her all over the world, from BC to California to England to Alaska to France and beyond. Plagued with insecurity, her art was always in search of a bigger vision.
Excellent. All right.
Though Carr didn't actually meet the members of the group of seven until long after Thompson's disappearance, might she have benefited from it? It wasn't until later in her life that she was truly recognized for her genius. Could she have felt jealous of Thompson overshadowing her? I wonder.
Rolling.
And so that concludes our Halloween mystery. After all this evidence, we weren't able to come to a final conclusion, but wait a minute. I just received word that the ultimate culprit is...
Yeah.
Guy looked at- Thanks for joining us and have a happy Halloween.